Hey everybody, I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together, we're Pajamas. And we're gonna do a reaction video. But he doesn't know what we're doing.
I haven't the slightest idea.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this for a while. Me getting the plague, me getting COVID really pushed back a lot of stuff we've wanted to watch and do together. Not as much as Doctor Who, though. We will be visiting season 2 eventually. Like, we've had to wait like 3 weeks since we finished season 1. It's been about 3 weeks.
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, but this is not that at this time. This is a surprise reaction, just for Justin. And so hopefully you haven't seen it. And here we go. It's just a short little thing. And without further ado, let's get into it.
From the very beginning, I realized I saw the world differently than everyone else. That didn't sit well with some people. But I wasn't for everyone. I guess they were always scared that I'd be a psycho. Sorry now. But a new day brings new opportunities. Sorry now. And I was ready to make a statement. How does the saying go? I am woman, hear me roar. I'm just getting started, darling. The thing is, I was born brilliant, born bad, and a little bit mad. I'm glad that you're sorry. I'm Cruella. No.
I must see it.
I knew it. Why?
I love it.
Why? Why?
It's Cruella.
What?
But what?
I feel like I need to take you to like a deculting group to get you out of the cult of Disney. Like, not everything they make is good. Here. Why does this look good to you?
Because it's about Cruella. I really like her as a villainess.
Okay.
And I'd like to see how they portray her.
Apparently, like, Harley Quinn or something. Since it's all, like, over the top. And look how crazy I am. And ha 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 ha. And neon colors and all that. Just...
I would like to know her origin story. It may be exactly like Maleficent in doing an origin story.
Yeah. I was going to say that, like, with Maleficent, I was interested in seeing that, because I think Maleficent is a very interesting villainess. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Like, her story is so interesting. My problem with Cruella, they're trying to paint her as this an emblazoned feminine anti-hero. The problem with that is...
Are you saying that she isn't?
Hold on. The problem with that is that the end game for Cruella de Vil, the end game, is that she wants to skin and wear puppies. You cannot make her an anti-hero. It doesn't make any sense. She's a bad person. She's a mean person.
If it were the fur of any other animal, would you have a different opinion?
No, the point is she wants to skin and wear things that culturally we don't agree with. Although other animals are fine, apparently, or something. Like the lady who she was like rebelling against, that had the eye thing, that looked more like a Cruella character to me. Like, I'm just like mean, nasty, rich bitch. Cruella looks like fucking Harley Quinn in a semi-decent wig. This doesn't look good. This looks so... We're going to just capitalize on a group of people who will watch anything we put out, no matter how schlocky and repetitive and samey and mediocre it is. But Disney was in black and white, and it was red, and there was...
I see that we have differences on... Actually, not only on this film, but on the character herself, it seems.
I guess, yeah. She's not... I don't see her as someone that should be held in reverence.
Who she is, she's much more than simply someone that's a fashion victim. She's someone that goes out to get what she wants, regardless of what it takes. And regardless of who stands in her way, she will get whatever it is that her heart desires.
That is not a good person. Typically, she's not a good person.
It is what many people admire of what they would like to be, the kind of person that they would like to be. The description that I made, would you say that that's something that practically everyone wants to be?
I don't see that's dangerous. That's dangerous ground to tread on, because if you're talking about people who want to get whatever they want by any means necessary, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous person. I think people would like to get whatever makes them happy within reason, with boundaries and realism. I don't think I'm so accustomed to getting what I want, I need to capture, skin, and wear 101 Dalmatians is comparable to what you're saying. That's apples and oranges.
You could look at this from a relative point of view in that, well, ethics is relative to history. In that,
Okay.
For example, some people during the Enlightenment, the things that they were saying and doing, they were seen as outrageous. And now, today, people openly admire them for taking the step forward to achieving a dream that they had, even though all of society tried to push them down.
Name one that we revere today, because they went to horrific lengths to achieve their dreams.
Let me see.
What you're experiencing right now is what we call a Justinism. It's where Justin will try and justify and argue, and often goes into history and philosophy to do so, because Justin likes to debate just to debate sometimes. So I'm going to indulge him on this one.
Not exactly every great person in history does have a clean record, per se.
No, I want one example of someone who was cutthroat, ruthless, evil, beyond repair. And we hold them in high regard for being that and getting whatever they wanted. Because you're thinking that, like, the majority of the populace is like that. I'm just saying the majority of the populace is probably too stupid to even, like...
Well, you can...
It takes cunning and planning and... Like,
yes, it doesn't take all of that, which is what makes her... It makes it all the more of the challenge. She needs to use her wit to get what she wants.
But it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make her a good person. Or a noble person.
What would you say of, for example, Augustus Caesar? Or of Julius Caesar?
You probably hold
Napoleon Bonaparte? I hold these three people in extremely high regard.
Yeah, I know. So my...
But at the same time, well, even though they did great things in history, they also do have a tarnished record. But then again, so does practically everyone who's ever been involved in politics. Since it does...
Cruella's not in politics. See, you're trying to compare a person who's fundamentally selfish and evil. And I'm not saying that Napoleon and Caesar weren't selfish and evil people, Augustus or Julius respectively. I'm saying you're comparing leaders in politics because you can get away with being selfish and evil and still do great things and come out looking like some kind of conquering hero. Versus someone in the 1950s who's, I'm going to be more crazier bitch than this other crazier bitch. I'm going to look like fucking Harley Quinn or something, this anti-hero who's fighting some authoritarian figure. And in the end, the end, this all ends up with me trying to kill, skin, and wear puppies.
How about...
You can't...
How about the American Revolutionists or the French Revolutionists?
Stop talking about history and politics.
How about the Russian Revolutionists?
That's history and politics. Talk about I want to know a person in history, not political. Just a person that was evil, that we revere today because of they skinned and wore puppies.
Well, when you say that last part, it's going to be a bit difficult, though, because, well, not very many people actually go out of their way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, people have different dreams, so what may be a person's will or destiny may be different from another.
Cruella's destiny was to skin and wear 101 Dalmatians. That's her destiny when she came out of her mom's vagina. That was her destiny. Like, look at you, Cruella. One day you're gonna murder and skin over 100 puppies.
Looking at the content more than the form, it seems that
you're focusing way too much on the form and not enough on the content, in my opinion. This is our
suppose that we're even.
Yeah, this is our yin and yang dynamic we have where we just balance, because we're like two sides of the circle.
In that it isn't simply that she gets this code and that will be her ultimate success in life. Clearly she didn't go through a whole life thinking only that. It's that she can morph and shape her appearance to be a manifestation of who she is on the inside without letting cultural norms dictate to her what they should be.
Why?
She's an independent woman.
Why? This is in the 50s. We are establishing this is she's driving a car, she's hot wiring a car, she's blowing up a bank vault or something. She's Catwoman and Harley Quinn and all these little like tee-hee nefarious characters. The tee-hee nefarious, they're not like evil nefarious. Although she does kind of. But why? Did she not catch on fire? When her hair is there. Clearly she has some kind of product in it. Because if your hair is, that'd be cool if it was natural like that. But
what was Khaleesi's excuse?
It was fucking Game of Thrones. There was magic in Game of Thrones.
There's magic in Disney. It's Disney. It's everything is by nature magical.
What is magical in 101 Dalmatians?
Well, that is from Disney. So
No. In the world of 101 Dalmatians, in the box of 101 Dalmatians, what is magic? Nothing. Therefore, she should not have magical fucking fire powers. You can't. Well,
pyromania does make her a more interesting character.
It would be more interesting if she herself had lit on fire, like realism would dictate what happened when you do that.
It also shows
you can't use Disney's magic for everything. This is a snow globe on the shelves of Disney. This is the 101 Dalmatians universe. Taking it off. There's no fucking magic here. It's about a really, really bad woman who wants to do really, really bad things. I'm trying to stop her. Now, if we go back in time to her Harley Quinn days, she should not be able to magically light herself on fire to reveal a new outfit and she herself not catch on fire. It has nothing to do with pyromania. It has to do with the logistics of it's based in real life. It's based in reality. If I dropped a match on you, your clothes aren't just going to disappear and you'll be like, ooh, I'm naked now. You're going to light on fire. It's going to be painful.
Well, yes, especially since I'm not a fire performer that could protect myself.
Neither is she. Did they have fire protection stuff like that in the 1950s? Yes or no?
How did people back then simply take a match and then blow fire?
They have chemical inside their mouth.
Exactly. And
is she covered in chemicals? No.
How does how do the mouths inside not catch on fire?
They blow the chemical. They're like, oh, nom, 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 nom. And the ones that do eat fire, they do it in a very deliberate way. She herself had no chemical. She would have had like dripping in fire retardant. She was not. How are you arguing this? Why are you arguing this?
Because I like the notion of someone stepping through fire prevailing over the odds, which is, I think, what that scene is supposed to represent.
No, what the scene represents, I'm fucking center of attention now, bitch, not you. And woman's like, oh, the real Cruella in the fucking movie is like, oh, and no, you can't, just because something's symbolic does not mean it's good. Symbolism does not equal good.
Well, symbolism can mean something evil and something good, yes.
No, I mean good as in yay. Not good as in good or evil, just good as in like, oh, yay, I'm glad that happened. It was dumb. She looks like...
And it isn't because you've seen it too many times before. It isn't that it's cliche.
It's overly cliche. It's like Joker and Harley Quinn had a baby, and it's Cruella, and it's in the 50s, and she has fucking magical fire powers for some reason. But it has the Disney logo feces just smeared all over the screen. You're like, oh.
This is being uploaded to YouTube, is it?
Oh, yeah. Unless you don't want it to be, then of course I won't.
I sort of saw this coming.
Well, I respect your wishes. If you don't want to be on YouTube, it won't be on YouTube.
Do you have anything to add to the trailer?
No, I mean, it looks cliche. It looks awful. I like the actress. I think she's talented. So I'm sure she'll do a good job, although it just felt too much like Joker meets Harley Quinn and little Catwoman in there. And we've seen the story before. I don't... It's not that I'm not interested in a Cruella de Vil origin story. But make it her, like Maleficent didn't really feel like anyone else's origin story. I felt like they actually took time and effort and care into crafting what was a very complex. Maleficent was a very complex character. You know, she does something very evil, but then here's why. Cruella does not fall into the same kind of category. She doesn't. Maleficent had kind of she was sinister and evil, but you know, in this one, she's just like, I'm bored bad, born crazy, born, just fuck off. Like, that's so Harley Quinn.
So maybe it was inspired by Harley Quinn, but Cruella de Vil is still her own character.
Here's how it was inspired by Harley Quinn. Oh, we have Birds of Prey. Neat. Snip, 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 snip. Take her out. Snip, 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 snip. Put her in. I'm not saying Birds of Prey is like this at all. I'm just saying, as far as how they're trying to portray her as this anti-hero and this like snarky, badass. I'm all for a badass female character. All for it. I love me a badass woman who will just like kick ass, stomp balls, take names. Awesome. That's not it. That is schlocky, saccharine, poorly thought out, probably poorly written, probably poorly paced, by the numbers, Disney blah that they coast on because people will just eat it the fuck up.
Do you think that maybe it was too rushed?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. It just looks mediocre. It looks like the plot's going to be awful. When will Disney have to take accountability for like the Lion King remake, the Aladdin remake, this bullshit? Like,
maybe they've run out of ideas and need to do live actions of the same things that they've done, but in anime.
The annoying thing is, they still make money, and it's awful. Lion King was awful. Not the original. The original was awesome. The remake was awful. The Aladdin remake was fucking garbage. This looks like it falls into like, I don't know. But of course, we're gonna have to watch it and react to it, because that's gonna be fun.
Yes, I suppose. Does this have anything at all to do with the fact that she wears fur?
I mean, I'm not a fan of it.
I'm wondering is your judgment a little ethically motivated?
No, I thought she was fucked up when I first saw the movie, the cartoon. I was like, that's fucked up.
Because
I'm not going to get into it. Like, just the cognitive dissonance of people who are like, oh my god, mink is so beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's puppies. Ew, 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 ew. Like, you're gonna judge somebody in Asia if they want to eat a puppy, but you yourself are gonna eat a fucking cow or a pig? That's somehow different?
And somehow it's different when Maleficent puts a curse on a baby. That somehow that's able to be made Maleficent, and it's able to be a great film, actually, by the way.
Yeah, well, I liked it.
Well, because the film actually showed that she was much more than simply someone who was angry about not being invited to a party.
The film showed that because there was room to show that. As I said, she was a dynamic villainess. I don't think Cruella has those legs to stand on, especially when they don't give her the chance to stand on her own 2 legs and instead let her borrow legs from other people to try and stand on. Period.
That actually is a good argument. That I can actually see as a good point.
That's what I've been saying.
We'll have to watch and see what this film can offer us.
Yeah, so we'll do that in the future. It's going to be out relatively soon, so yeah.
So overall, your opinion is, so far of the trailer, is that it's a Disney version of Harley Quinn.
Well, Harley Quinn and Joker.
And Joker, and maybe
a
pinch of Catwoman.
It's a Disney trailer of a Disney trailer of a DC trailer of a Disney movie of a DC movie of a Disney movie of a DC movie ad nauseum. Just.
And I see it as someone who's trying to live Nietzsche's will to power. But we'll have to actually see.
I told you he uses philosophy and history to do his Justinisms. It's fine. That's just part of what makes you you. It's not a negative thing.
We'll have to actually see the film to actually see if they actually live up to either positions, or if we'll actually see it and end up with looking at it from 2 different perspectives.
Mm-hmm. That will be coming in the future, near future, hopefully, if none of us gets sick from anything.
Well, I'll give the film a chance, in addition to giving it a chance that it may go my way, but that also means that I'm also giving it a chance that it will go his way.
I want it to be good. I don't want it to be bad. Like, I hope I'm right about this. No, I want it to be good. If it's good, awesome. It's not going to be good. But if it magically was, because that's the only magic Disney can't do is make fucking good movies anymore. Yeah. We'll watch it. We'll react to it. It'll be here on the channel in the near future. Without quoting philosophy or history, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, that's going to wrap up this very animated and interesting discussion on Cruella. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one, and in the future, a video on the actual movie itself. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.